Hello everyone, my name is Lindsay. I am a registered kinesiologist and yoga instructor. Today we'll be doing a yoga mat series. Like any exercise, we don't want to feel any pain, so if you do experience any discomfort or pain, please back off. Maybe take a break or just check your alignment and see if maybe if you just shift a little bit, it might feel a little bit gentler or a little bit nicer in the body. But otherwise, feel free to relax and breathe, and let's get started. All right, so sitting on the ground, whatever's comfortable for you. I like to start with my legs crossed, but if you prefer to be up like so, you're more than welcome to. I find that to be a little bit strenuous on the knees, so I like to sit actually on my bottom. So I'll leave that up to you. Even if a butterfly works for you, that's fine, all right. That is okay. So sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna close our eyes and just find our breath. So begin to focus on your breathing. Bringing the breath from the chest down to the lower belly. So sometimes if you actually add your hand to your belly, you'll have that mind-body connection and you might automatically breathe into your diaphragm. Try to slow the breath a little bit. Maybe all together, let's take a big inhale to a count of 4. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4. And let your body find its natural rhythm. And when you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes. And don't forget you want to be seated nice and tall, so lifting from the crown of the head. So the back part of the head, almost like where my ponytail is. Someone's lifting me from there, so I'm sitting up nice and tall. You're going to place both hands on your side here, down on the ground. So you're pushing into the ground almost. You're going to take one hand, reach all the way up, just a gentle lean. Keeping this hip rooted onto the ground, so you don't want to lift that up, so keep that down. Nice stretch along the side here, and back down. Other side, reaching out and up. Again, keep rooting through that hip. Keep extending through that arm. And back down. Other side. And last one. Here we're going to shift into a tabletop position. So if it's easier, you can just all the way through to the tabletop. Just for the purposes of the video, I'm going to move back here a little bit and just show you. So you want to have your knees and hips in line, as well as your shoulders and your wrists. Perfect. So hips right over top of knees, shoulders right over top of wrists. You're going to inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, open that chest and look forward and up, and release, curling everything in, letting that head drop, and again. hips moving with your breath. You don't necessarily have to be moving at the same time as me. It can be a little bit slower. It can be a little bit faster. Just waking up the body a little bit. And let's find a neutral position here, keeping your hands and knees grounded. You're going to shift your hips to the right, and then you're going to shift your shoulders to the right. You're almost like you're peeking at your tush here. So it's like a side bend, like we were doing in a seated position, but this time we're up on our knees and hands. And back to neutral, other side. So shift those hips to the left, and then shift that upper body, twisting around, taking a peek, and back. Again, shift the hips, then their shoulders, take a look around, and back. Last one, hips, shoulders, and upper body, and back. From here, we're going to do our first downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck those toes underneath those heels. You're going to gently squeeze that core. So you want to engage your belly muscles here. So lifting from your belly muscles, bring those hips nice and high. And if you can, you want to readjust a little bit. You can widen those feet a little bit. You can walk your hands out, whatever feels comfortable for you. The goal is to keep reaching those hips back, so hip bones up, and pushing away. So nice and gentle, maybe you can walk the dog. So that just means bend one knee, straighten the other. Nice and slow, switching to the other side. Again, you want to be nice and gentle to your body. This is just waking up the muscles. Perfect. From here, lift both heels up. You're going to walk your feet forward. You may have to hang out like so, do whatever is right in your body, but you do want to let your head relax and don't want to be lifting it up. Relax forward, meet your body wherever it is. It might feel really nice on this lower back. And slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. So slow, nice roll. Let your arms hang, your head hang. Head coming up last, and then roll those shoulders back. Perfect. Again, just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to move my body, but you stand wherever feels comfortable. For this one, it's a little bit nicer to have your feet about hip distance or shoulder distance apart, but whatever is comfortable for you. Rooting through the ground. So spread those toes, really start to grip your mat or your towel, whatever it is that you've chosen to be on today. So nice and tall, engage your thigh muscles, squeeze your glutes. You're going to reach down all the way up. I like to grab one of my wrists. So we're gonna lean this way. So I like to grab the opposite hand. So it feels like you're almost lifting that, that side up. So reaching up and over. So it just feels like, to me, when I hold it, it just feels like I had a nicer stretch. But that's up to you. You can keep your palms together. You can keep a prayer position, whatever feels right for you. So again, just like when we were seated, you want to keep that foot rooting down. And back down, other side. Up. Again, switch. Reach up and over. And down. Other side. last one. And back down. So coming to the top of your mat, for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to come off to the side so you can see everything. So we're going to do our first sun salutation. So you want your feet about hip distance apart, shoulder distance apart, whatever feels comfortable for your body. So really rooting through the ground here, using your leg muscles, your glutes, nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. You're going to reach down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Just meet your body wherever it's at. From here, inhale, you're going to go into a flat back. So as you can see here, my shoulders are back. We don't want to be rounded out. So flat, that back here. Keep that head lifted from the back of the head and drop it down. From here, let's take the right leg. You're going to bring it right back to a lunge. Drop that back knee. You're going to keep those toes underneath your heels if you can. Different options here. You can bring your hands to your knees and lift up, or you can inhale and reach forward. So a nice stretch in this hip here. And let's bring it back down. You're going to bring that front leg back to meet the back leg. So you're in a nice, sort of like different tabletop position, as if you're going into a push-up. So from here, keeping that core engaged. We don't want to be dipping those hips or having them too far back. You are engaged here. You're going to slowly bend those elbows, keeping those elbows tucked into your body all the way down. Roll those shoulders back, pushing down into the mat with your feet. So as you can see, my knees are lifted off of the ground here. You're just going to do a gentle lift. So you're not pushing in. It's just a little bit of your back muscles lifting. So as you can see, I'm lifting up without using my hands and back down. Now let's push back into our tabletop position. From here, let's readjust. Tuck those toes underneath. You're going to lift into your downward facing dog. Let's bring that right leg up. Bring it forward. Plant into your lunge. Drop that back knee. Again, lifting like so, or lifting with your arms up. And back down. This time, let's bring the back leg forward, meeting the top. Excellent. Hanging out here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. And inhale, roll your body up. Again, we'll do it to the other side. So, rooted, engaged. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten that back. Exhale, let's bring that left leg back to the lunge. Drop that back knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Front leg to meet the back leg. Up. And lower your body down. Roll those shoulders back. Push the tops of your feet into your mat. Gently lift your body up. Again, it's just your back muscles that are working, not your arms. Bring it back down. Shift into your tabletop. Tuck those toes underneath into our downward facing dog. Left leg up. Bring it forward. Drop that back knee. Inhale up. To meet the front leg. Inhale, flatten that back. Exhale, lower. In. Inhale, exhale, slowly bring your body back up. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lunge, right leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Bring that front leg back. Lower your body. Roll those shoulders back, push the tops of your feet into the mat, lift your upper body, release. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Bring that forward. Drop that back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Back leg forward. Flat back. Body down. And roll your body up. Again, other side. Inhale, up. Flat back. Left leg back. Shoulders back. Into your downward facing dog. Left leg. Drop that back knee. Flat back. Bring it down and roll your body up. Perfect. So now we've done a little bit of a warm up here. We're going to shift into our next little series. So from the top of your mat, you're going to step all the way back. So let's take a look at our feet placement. So we're going to actually shift our hips open, and back leg is going to be facing the side, front leg, your toes are going to be facing forward. So let's take a look, check our alignment. We want hips open. We don't want our knee to be too far back or too far forward. So right above that ankle if you can. Arms lifted. Let's check our body here. We don't want to be leaning too far forward or too far back. Again, just in line with your hips. And looking forward, reaching those arms out. I like to spread my fingers so that way I know that I'm working those muscles. I'm actually reaching. So that's up to you here. Hold that position. Keep trying to open up this leg. Like you're a dancer, you're opening up your turnout. And relax into it. Keep that knee opening up so it's not leaning forward. Keep that open. And then let's exhale. We're going to bring our front elbow to the front knee and reach over top of your head if you can. Again, you may need to adjust a little bit in your legs. That's up to you. A little bit of balance here. A little bit of core. I'm actually using a lot of these muscles to keep my body up so I'm not leaning into the position. So it's facing up towards the ceiling. You're going to lift it all the way up, reaching backward for reverse warrior. And let's windmill our hands all the way down. We can go right onto our back toes so our hips are facing the ground. Let's bring that front leg all the way back into a plank position. Drop those knees. Make sure your core is engaged again. We don't want to be dropping forward here. Lowering down. Roll those shoulders back. Gentle cobra, baby cobra. Back down into our downward facing dog. Lift those heels high, bend your knees. Let's walk your feet towards your hands. Hang out here in your forward fold. I like to try and play around a little bit, so maybe bringing your arms to your elbows, letting your body relax, swing around a little bit, make sure you're not holding any tension in your head or in your neck. Drop those arms and slowly roll your body up. Head and then shoulders. gonna switch over this way. So you're gonna step all the way back. And again, that front toes are facing forward. The back toes are facing to the side. Hips are nice and open here. We'll bring our arms up. Let's double check, make sure our knees, this knee is straight, this knee is right over top of that ankle. So you're not too far forward, not too far back. And you're working these muscles all in here. Keeping those knees nice and open. And again, we don't want to be leaning too far forward or too far back. And let's settle into this pose. And exhale, bring that elbow down. And other arm up and over. So whatever feels comfortable in your neck. Some people like to be open. Some people like to look down. Just be careful where you're looking. Don't move around too fast, apparently. And let's bring our bodies back up to warrior two. Flip that front palm, reach all the way back for our reverse warrior. Windmill our hands all the way down. Bring that front leg back to your plank. Drop those knees. Again, you want to use that core. Bring your body all the way down. Push those toes down into your mat. Roll those shoulders back. Baby cobra. Bring it back down into your downward facing dog. Heels up nice and high, bend your knees. And bring your feet to your hands. And let's slowly roll the body up. Perfect. So this next one we're going to play around a little bit with balance. So you want to find a nice comfy position here. So like for me, I've got a couple of mats going on, so I wouldn't want to be off to the side. I've got my actual rug here, so I want to half be on the rug and half be on the floor. So finding a nice comfy spot, rooting through the ground. Your upper body is lifting up, lifting through the crown of that head. Let's bring our hands wherever feels comfortable. It can be in a full prayer. You can like hold your energy. Your hands can be on your hips, whatever feels right in your body. So from here, you're going to shift the weight over to the right. You're going to lift that other leg, place it above or below the knee, not on the actual knee joint. So whatever feels comfortable for your body. Keep rooting through the ground. Find a spot to look at on the ground about 10 feet ahead of you, or maybe somewhere on the wall. And from here, your arms can either go down towards the ground, or you can move into a full tree. Arms up. Keep focusing on that focal point, rooting through the ground. Hands back to center. Bring that knee in and shake it out. And let's do the other side. So again, finding that comfy spot, rooting through the ground. Hands in your preferred position. Shift your weight to the left. Bring that other foot above or below the knee, whatever feels comfortable for you. And whenever you're ready, place your hands wherever you'd like. center, knee forward, and let's shake it out. So we'll take a little vinyasa here. I've been tricking you into doing them through your sun salutation and such. So you're gonna inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, let's bring both feet back into a high plank. From here, let's drop those knees down and lower our body. Roll those shoulders back. Baby cobra. And bring your body backwards. Instead of going into our downward facing dog, we're going to do a child's pose. So different options here. You can keep your knees together, and you're just going to bring your hands backward like so and relax. If that feels good, please, by all means, do that one. Or you can do a wide leg. So I keep my feet together because it feels nicer on my knees, but that's up to you. Play around a little bit. So your legs are nice and wide, and you're going to reach your arms forward, and you're just going to relax. Onto our backs. So keeping your feet about shoulder, hip distance apart here, whatever feels comfortable for you. Your hands are going to be down onto the ground. Let's try and keep those shoulder blades right underneath the body. So as you saw, I just kind of rolled out in my shoulders at first. So I just pushed all the way back. So it actually makes me engage my arms a little bit. So I'm pushing into the ground. From here, we want to spread our toes out and push the toes into the ground as well. Let's squeeze those glute muscles here, and we're going to lift our hips, rolling all the way up, lifting the hips, and then slowly starting from the top of the spine, rolling back down with your hips coming down last. And relax. Again, pushing into the ground with your hands and your arms. Squeeze those glute muscles, roll those hips off the ground. Each vertebrae is coming off the ground little by little. And lower back down. Vertebra by vertebra. Again, use that core. So I'm using these muscles here, squeezing those glute muscles, lift those hips. Each vertebra is coming off towards the top. Push as high as you can without straining too much. Really engage that core, engage those glute muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And slowly lower down. Keep engaging those muscles. Nice and slow. And relax. Perfect. From here, you can just let your knees fall to the side. And back to center. Other side. Back to center. From here, we're going to do our figure four. We've done this in our group sessions. So we're going to lift your right leg up, cross it right over that left knee. If you can, you're going to thread the needle. So your right hand is going to go between your legs. You're going to lift that left foot off the ground, just reaching for the left leg. So what's important here is that you're flexing your right foot. The left leg can hang out, whatever feels comfortable. You're just guiding that knee towards your body, so you're going to feel a nice stretch all in here, in that right hip. Shoulders up. Try and keep them relaxed as much as possible. I know that this can be a fairly intense stretch, so just meet your body wherever it's at. And let's let that leg fall back down and unravel that right foot. So to the other side, you're going to lift that left foot, cross it over that right knee. Left hand is going to go between the legs, lifting that right leg up. And once you've got a hold of it here, keeping that left foot flexed. This guy can do whatever, the right leg can do whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. It's just relaxing. We're just using the right leg as a guide. Keep breathing. Gently guiding that right knee a little bit closer. And back down. All right, let's unravel here. And place your arms out to the side or to a T, whatever feels comfortable. Let's just let those legs, or sorry, those knees fall to the side. Nice little stretch. The opposite side. And switch. To finish in Shavasana, so finding a comfy position on your mat, feet out. You can do probably shoulder distance or wider, whatever feels comfortable. Hands wherever feels comfortable, doesn't matter which angle you're at. Palms facing up. I'm just going to shift into a seated position. So letting your body relax. Laying the prone position. So you want to relax your toes, relax your ankles, relax your knees, relax those hips. Release each vertebra from the bottom all the way up to the top. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and your hands. Relax your jaw. Toes, roll out your wrists, roll your ankles. If you feel comfortable, you can roll to your right side, maybe in a little fetal position, whatever feels comfortable for you, and bring your body up to a seated position to whatever's comfortable here. Now I invite you to stay in this position and let your body relax and be thankful for getting some movement in today, or you can finish here, it's up to you. Regardless, I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you feel like you worked a little bit, but you stretched a little bit, and that your body's happy with getting a little bit of mobility and a little bit of strength. So thank you very much, and I look forward to doing another video for you. Have a great day.